έχουμε σπανακόπιτες, έχουμε κολοκυθόπιτα, έχουμε ντολμαδάκια. So the three classes of Greek language and culture in the dancing class we got together. Oh, there are about 48 altogether, plus 8 for the Greek dancing. So the average is about 15 students per class. Well, next year we may have Greek cooking classes as well.
Every time she learns, she forgets, she starts again.
This is
We like each other.
Yeah. Αφροδίτη. Ο Δανιήλ.
Γεια σου.
Ανθούλα, you know me. I'm everywhere, come on. You don't need no more footage of me.
So what hat are you wearing tonight?
Sorry?
What hat are you wearing tonight?
What hat? I don't wear hats. What are you talking about?
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, I don't know that one, sorry.
Could be a dancer's hat or could be a chef's
I'm the teacher. I take the adult classes for Greek dancing. Yes. Then there's Marie.
Are you a student or are you
Student.
a student of what?
The Greek class.
I'm trying to take time out. Anyway, we went to Turkey as part of the trip we went to.
Run out.
Well, how come you guys learning Greek?
Because we like learning languages.
And what's Michael like as a teacher?
Yeah.
You want the real story?
One time.
No, he's very good.
No, he is good.
Yep.
He's a taskmaster, but he knows his stuff.
Oh yeah, lots of hard work.
Oh yeah, all week it takes us.
Well, you don't even get yours done.
I know because there's too much.
So you guys are not learning Greek, you're not going to Greece?
Oh, we've been.
They're quite happy to go to Greece. They rely on us to do all the translating. Stand up to the rude bureaucrats.
What's the Greek wine like?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite red center?
Yeah, I prefer the Retsina. Michael suggested the Retsinaki, but we regularly have a bottle of Retsina every Thursday night after the class with our mixed platter
Where else do you do that?
upstairs
In the taverna. Yeah.
in the taverna. Yeah. Not the Cafe Nail, in the taverna.
Kalispera,
Yeah.
Afaristo,
Afaristo.
Paracalo. What else can I say?
Sagapo.
Sagabo.
Sagapo. You don't know Sagapo? You know Sagapo?
No? You know Sakapo? It's a verb, is it?
I should teach you what Sagapo means.
Must be a bad word.
Can be. I'm not going to teach you beautiful words, am I?
No,
Start with the bad words first.
yeah, that's what everyone learns.
So tonight you say to Michael, Makali,
Makali.
Sagapo,
Sakapoli.
Sakapopo.
Have it in English and they'll tell you how to pronounce it.
Right, you're being watched over here.
Says you're Greek.
How you going there, Manuel? How are you? Improving.
Now how's your Greek?
Improving.
Improving, huh?
Yes.
So you've been coming to class?
Yes. Enjoying it too. Oh yeah, Michael does a good job. Best thing that's happened there. Yeah. How's it going?
Yes, yes.
You're going to give us a little demonstration.
Well, luckily there's not much room.
Maria's in an international dancing group.
Yes, I've done some Greek dancing before, but when I saw this advertised, I thought, oh well, it's a chance to, expand the number of dancers I know. So it's good. Yeah.
How does it compare? Greek dancing?
Very to what?
To others.
Oh, each country's unique, really is. Yeah.
You don't Spanish dance?
Just a little, not very much. Most of the dancing we do is from Eastern Europe, so Israel, Bulgaria, Romania, countries like that, although we do a smattering of dances from other countries. So,
Sort of a similarity, isn't it?
oh, well, they're all, a lot of them, mostly they're circle dances, you know, so, but each one's got its own rhythm. Each country's usually got its own unique rhythms as well as its own steps, you know, so, although things like the grapevine step, you know, you can certainly see in lots of different dances. So I find that if you've done dancing from one country, it's easy to pick up dances from others. But it's good exercise and it beats aerobics.
Yes, please. Can. Sorry, you're not supposed to film all this. We need to bring some more platters from the bistro.
Let's get them organised.
Yes.
What kind of teacher are you?
Excuse me.
Students have you got?
Here tonight or in the classes? Oh, there are about 48 altogether, plus 8 for the Greek dancing. So the average is about 15 students per class. And
How many coming here tonight?
there will be here about 35 people tonight. The rest other were invited to the wedding. There's a very big wedding upstairs. I had to make other arrangements, something which cannot be avoided. I'll go and bring some more food.
Because with τίποτε.
How's your Greek?
How's my Greek? Έτσι και έτσι. Να συνεχίσω. Όσο ξέρω, δεν να τσιμπήσουμε και κάτι. Έλληνας είμαι, γιατί να με κλέψω.
Looks good, Manuel.
This is the way to learn Greek, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What's this?
Calamaria.
Olives.
Okay.
Bravo.
Yes.
Just film the students.
You're a Greek teacher. I'd love to have.
Signomin?
I'd love to have you as a Greek teacher. That's incentive, isn't it? Is this
Well,
something-
next year we may have Greek cooking classes as well.
What about Greek eating classes? This is an incentive to learn Greek, isn't it? So this happens every night for your Greek classes?
Of course, that goes without saying. How do you think I've got all my students on my side? So we're going to get some bread because there's no Greek do without bread. What did you do with the video? No, I thought you were going to make another one.
What's the Greek bread?
Oh, I'll be close enough.
Here, so probably the best thing to do is take your plate and help yourselves. Unless you want to be to have table service, I'll bring the plates around.
What a good
Don't
idea.
need to wait.
What a good idea.
I would like to welcome you all here tonight. As I said, quite often, teaching is, I think, one of the most, the best job one can have. Because when I first came to Australia 30 years ago, I was asked to teach at the Greek community school. And I remember little children brought practically by force by their parents to learn Greek. When they came into the classroom, they changed, they were different people. But outside the classroom, it was very difficult to understand why these children behaved in the way they were. In the classroom, they were very good at learning the language, doing their homework, very polite, very friendly, but outside was a different story. I met children, the same children in the streets, they will avoid me. And being new in Canberra and new in Australia, I couldn't understand why. But those days, even little children knew that speaking another language gives you away. It's telling everybody that you come from another country, from another culture. In those days, with all my respects to the people they welcome and host here, there was a fair bit of discrimination. And you could feel it through the attitude, through the behavior of the children. Now, 30 years later, I start teaching again, but this time, not little children, grown-ups, who want to learn the language. And it is very obvious on their and that's why I think after 30 years, I'm doing at the moment the most. Also, the mentality. Now people feel proud of their background, proud of their culture. They're not ashamed because now they can talk, they can explain, they can see things. We've got SBS, we've got ethnic radio, we've got a lot of things. We've got the Olympics, who brought us all together. And that's how it should be. One of the reasons we got together here tonight is also to watch the video the Hellenic Club produced with the assistance of Emmanuel Stefano of a cultural evening the club organized to commemorate and mark and honor the passing through Canberra of the Olympic flag. It is a very long video, it's 3 hours, and includes not only what happened on that evening, but also highlights of the Olympics, the opening ceremony, the closing ceremony, the return of the Greek athletes back to Greece, etc. And those highlights were selected not for any other reason, but because they clearly state the purpose and the spirit of the Olympic Games. But tonight, what we're going to do, we're going to fast forward these bits because most of you more than likely have seen them, to get practically to the end of the video where there is a particular message. We want to pass not to people only of Greek origin, but to everybody. But as we know, the next Olympic Games are going to be in Greece, where they started, and therefore the message is more relevant to Greeks, but not only to Greeks. Okay? With those few words, thank you again, welcome for here, thank you for coming, and help yourselves, let's play the food.
Yes, question on the weather on Christmas.
The
weather.
The weather. Ο καιρός Χριστούγεννα, ο καιρός στην Ελλάδα είναι χειμώνας. Φαγητού, that kind of food, δεν είναι το ίδιο, it's not the same, με ό,τι κάνουμε στην Αυστραλία. Φυσικά, of course, αν θέλουμε να πούμε ότι θα κάνουμε barbecue, στην Ελλάδα λέμε θα κάνουμε το κρέας ή το ψάρι, we will cook the fish or the meat, στη σχάρα. Σχάρα or στα κάρβουνα. Κάρβουνα is charcoal. Γιατί για να άψεις φωτιά to start you need to blow it, or you need air, χρειάζεσαι αέρα. Και πολλοί χρησιμοποιούν το newspaper, ναι, με την εφημερίδα, με περιοδικό, αλλά με το πιστολάκι η φωτιά ανάβει πιο γρήγορα. With a little gun.
So with the cooking lessons you're intending to teach, you're going to get little pistolakis so we can learn that technique too?
No.
That'll be authentic.
Με φωτιά, τέτοιου είδους φωτιά μέσα στο σχολείο, for security reasons, safety reasons, other security, they will not allow us. Αλλά μαγειρεμένα με σύγχρονο τρόπο, cooked in a modern facility rather than σε ορισμένα, ιδιαίτερα τώρα εδώ στην Αυστραλία, είναι και ένα καλοκαίρι, πολλοί κάνουν και αρνάκι στη σούβλα. Speed that has become of and this is because of the weather. It's much easier to do a lemon spit in summer than to do a lemon spit in winter. And I remember Christmas in Australia. A lot of Greek families invited me for dinner. And I said, no, thank you, I'm going to Sydney. The hotel, so I went to the travel agent. No bus available, no train, no aeroplane. Never mind about hotels because I think my inquiry stopped the way I was going to get there. Reciprocate, but also to be with him until the drink. I thought I was going to be clever. So rather than having this and organizing, then I have lemon speed. Myself for that for the time being until I fully integrated the wider Canberra society. So that was part of me becoming a resident of this country, of this city. And I don't have any regret for it. As I said, it was difficult. There are times when I think of all these difficult times I had, but in the long run, I don't know.
Η Ελένη δουλεύει πολύ την εβδομάδα, αλλά το Κυριακό δεν μένει ποτέ στην Αθήνα. Eleni works a lot on the weekends, but during the week, but on the weekend she doesn't stay in Athens.
Okay. David, can you continue, please?
Certainly. Not very well though. Στην ένα όμορφο νησί κοντά Πειραιά. Sorry, Πειραιά.
Can you just read the same thing again?
Πηγαίνει στην Αίγινα, ένα όμορφο νησί κοντά στον Πειραιά. Going to
She goes to Aegina.
One almost
Beautiful.
one beautiful, and I'm not familiar with
Island, Nisi.
island. Konta when?
No,
Near the
Piraeus.
near Piraeus.
And as we know, Piraeus is the port of Athens. Katina.
Η οικογένεια της έχει...
Η οικογένεια της
Η οικογένεια έχει ένα μεγάλο νησί κοντά στη θάλασσα. And that means the family has... Her family has a big house close to the sea.
That's right. Pat?
Όταν ο καιρός είναι καλός, κάνει μπάνιο και ηλιοθεραπεία.
Ηλιοθεραπεία. That will do. When the weather
is good, you can go swimming and sunbathing.
So, in other words, we're talking about Hellenic. So she goes for a swim and sunbathing. Emily?
Και το βράδυ πάει με την παρέα της ένα ταβερνάκι έχει κοντά και
Τι κοντά, that's
in the evening with her friends go to the taverna.
Εκεί κοντά,
Near
nearby.
something. Oh, nearby.
Yeah, nearby. Christoph?
Και το βράδυ.
No. The next. Και τρώνε. Και τρώνε.
Φρέσκο ψάρι. Fish. Καλαμαράκια. Καλαμαράκια. Και
Now, the next one is χταποδάκι. And some people are having difficulty with pronouncing χταποδάκι together. So, you χταποδάκι, which is much easier to pronounce. Οχταποδάκι.
Οκταποδάκι.
Ψητό.
Ψητό.
So, what's καλαμαράκια?
I will have
Calamari, yes.
Calamari and octopodi fresh.
No, ψητό is what?
Cooked.
Costa?
Ψητό. Φεγγάρι. Πάμε βόλτα με τη βάρκα.
Okay, that will do. Όταν έχει φεγγάρι. What's φεγγάρι? Moon. So, όταν έχει φεγγάρι means when it's moonlight.
Πάμε
Go for a
την βάρκα. Is that a
boat?
on the boat?
Ακούνε μουσική και κάπου λένε και ένα
τραγουδάκι.
They listen to music and sometimes
And from time to time they sing a little song. Michael, can you do 80? And if you can read A1.
Πού πήγες το Σαββατοκύριακο?
And the response?
Πήγα στο Σούνιο. And it's where are you going on the weekend?
Where did you
go?
go?
Where did you go on the weekend? To Sonia.
Jean, can you read B1, please?
Τι είδες να του
Poseidona. And what does it mean?
What did you see at Sunya? I saw the temple of Poseidon.
Mary, would you like to give a try?
No. Which one?
TFIS.
DFIS din Taverna.
That's right. And the response?
FIR.
Fresco.
Fresco psari.
Which means
Fresh. I ate fresh.
I had fresh fish.
Very nice. Magnificent. Magnifico.
Thaumasia.
Thaumasia. Fulicala.
Yeah. That's Santa's sleigh that...
Hi. You're reading.
So what are you doing in the pub?
We're is there something special on tonight?
What are you doing in the class?
Me? What am I doing in class?
Yeah.
I come for a very interesting time listening to Michael Kazan and his experiences of life.
What's he like?
He's a very interesting guy. Very.
Is he a good teacher?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Looks like
What's
we're the
good
first
about him?
people here. He's human.
Yeah.
He's human. He's got some good stories to tell.
Should the Hellenic Club be doing this sort of thing?
Of course. Yeah, even more. Well, we have to explore our culture, and I think the best thing to do is to try and harvest the potential in the community. I think there's a lot of talent out there, but we need someone to draw it out and to nurture it.
It's Greek school.
Yeah, but the Greek school, I don't know, I think a lot of adults are reluctant to go back to what they used to go to when they were little kids. And I think they'd like to see something a bit more structured with professional teachers, something that might be accredited. But that's where we've got Modern Greek at the ANU.
So you're doing there?
Next year. Next year I'm hoping to pick it up.
So that's what you're pushing for a long time.
The youth club was, yeah, while I was on the committee. Yeah.
So it's finally happening.
It's happening, but we still need support. Yeah. I don't
What sort of
think
support do you need?
students.
So what are you doing at Michael? What level are you at Michael Kazan's class?
I'm in the advanced class.
Advanced?
Yeah.
So you're in advanced?
I'm advanced, yeah.
These are the advanced?
No, some of these are the dancers that I dance with.
So you're in the dance school?
I'm in the dance school, yeah. This is the video by Rachel.
Actually, you should get a drink first.
Excuse me, are you the one to...
Hi, Lenny, how are you?
Are you the... What's waiter in Greek?
Γκαρσόνι.
Kazan.
Τι θέλετε, κύριε? Oops.
Hey, long time no see. I thought you abandoned us.
Hello, fazia sitting here. What? We just came by mistake. It was a mistake. Where do you sit in Melbourne? Get in there.
This conversation.
This one's a little
Sorry,
bit controversial.
if I could have your attention for a few minutes.
Michael's over here.
As you probably know, I came to Australia 31 years ago. When I came, I brought with me one suitcase of clothes and 5 suitcases of hopes and dreams. The biggest dream was to make it in this country and go back to the place where I was born, where all my family lived. Soon I realized that if I needed to succeed in this country, I had to know how people live in this country, what language they speak, So I tried my best to learn English and behave the same way that everybody else in this country was living. But I had my security blanket. As I came to Australia as an assisted migrant, which meant the Australian government paid for my fares to come here, I brought with me, as I couldn't bring any money because of currency restrictions in Greece, a lot of artifacts. And I thought, one day, if I'm in need, I may sell those things and survive. Fortunately, and thank God, I didn't have to do that. But those little artifacts have become, for me, such an important part of my life that no money can buy. I had my culture and knew that my culture was always going to be with me, whatever decided to do this country. I joined the public service. I was sent overseas to represent the Australian government. Then I came back and I thought it was time for me to call it a day in the public service and do something I really want to do, which is to share my language and my culture with as many people as possible. I'm grateful to the Hellenic Club because they gave me that chance and opportunity. When I proposed that we should offer Greek classes, organize Greek functions, Greek cultural activities, they were very, very supportive. And I must admit that I've been also very lucky because people who come to the Hellenic Club to learn Greek, to learn about the Greek culture, they come in because they want to. And therefore, I feel that in a way, I do not only fulfill my own dreams, my own desires, but also the wish of other people. If only look in ourselves, look to our neighbors, and follow the pattern of how people live in this country, I'm sure the entire world will be much better. These days, you are too scared. You don't want to turn on the TV, because what you hear, war here, fight there, conflict somewhere else. And all this is because we forgot or forget that we're all human beings. We all have the same dreams and aspirations. And we want to live in a very peaceful world. And I suppose with Christmas coming up now, this is, I suppose, the time to reflect and really, in our little way, help to all of us become better human beings and live in a better world. So I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very happy and peaceful 2001. Now, I would like to ask Mr. Michael George, President of the Hellenic Club, to hand out your certificates. Because it will be very difficult. Because it will be very difficult for you to come here, so I'll bring them to you.
So did we pass?
First one on the list. Speech. How can I make a speech after the speech that Michael made? I arrived here 49 years ago in Queanbeyan Community Hospital. And I'm now president of the Hellenic Club. And the big difference between Michael and I was that as a child, my parents had to try to force me to go to learn Greek. And in those days, we didn't have the facilities that are available today. I can remember starting Greek school 5 times, and the Greek school would go for 3 or 4 months, and then we'd lose the teacher or lose the priest or whatever the case would be, and it'd be cancelled, you know, and then it'd start again. And I remember, Michael, very well. My father used to have a milk bar in O'Connor, and I used to go there and sort out the empty bottles and wash the milkshake containers, which were piled about that high because they'd wait for me to come after school. And I remember when Michael was a postman, and he used to come on his push bike there to the O'Connor shops. It was a good experience. I always thought that he was a nice sort of a chap. I mean, I was only a young kid and he was already a grown man. And I think that we're very lucky here in Canberra, the Greek community. We're not a very large community. It's probably only about 6,000 or 7,000 of us. But we do have the benefit of being able to call on people, or either people call on us, of the calibre of people like the calibre of Michael, who it's very difficult to find these sorts of people to do the sort of work that he does. And I think that what he's doing here is absolutely fantastic, and I think that you're all very brave people. I mean, your Greek's probably better than mine. You know, people don't realise how much of the Greek language is in the Australian language. I mean, even just in names. You know, you hear people, you go to preschools and you hear them, they call their daughters Zoe or Zoe. What does Zoe mean, you know? Zoe means life, and that's where the word Zoe comes from. Melanie, that's another Greek word, meaning ink. You know, sorry?
Well tanned?
Well tanned. There's Melissa. Melissa means bee, the honey bee, you know. There's words like polygamy. They came from the Greek language too. Although we're not, those, you know, we've all got one wife and hopefully no girlfriends, I don't know. Anyway, this is getting a bit too serious. I think we better get on with these certificates. I'd like to congratulate you all. You've done very well. This is a class which I would like myself to attend to learn a bit more Greek, but I'm just a bit too busy at the moment. But one day I'll call on Michael if he's still here, which I'm sure he will be, and I might join the rest of you. But we'll start with, I think, Paul Binos. Thank
you.
They all learn Greek?
Yes, that's right.
Introduction part one?
Well, very different level. But
the other one's Irene Foster. Congratulations to you all anyway. Maria Jenkins. That's a good Greek name. Maria is. Might have been Jacopoulos. That's a great name. Joan Manley. Vera Mikarik. Amber Vargas. Simon Finnegan. Evelyn Costantino. L. Lane Dawson. Ian. Thought that was an L, sorry. Megan Donnelly. Michelle Goodwin.
No, she didn't say any more. I just kept it. That's good.
That's a very Greek name. Robert Foster. David Guy. I'm hoping all you people are learning Greek because you're going to Greece in the next next year or something, are you? David Hart? Okay, so not here. Margaret.